Good morning. What a morning this is. These last 2 weeks have been insane. Let's pop out the chat. Let's get everything set up for you guys before we get started here. And then we'll start getting this little man something to eat. If you hear any banging in the background, that's Hal, our robot vacuum. And let's get this stream shared around, shall we? Share. Copy the link. Book of Faces. Let's go over to the group. So, good morning. We're not going to get you any tea this morning, buddy.
Tea.
Yes.
Tea.
How about a couple cherries to start off, huh?
Tea.
No tea.
Tea. Tea.
This kid loves fruit. It's awesome. So, how are you guys doing today? Like I said, it's been one hell of a week, and I'm sorry if I have to keep looking at my phone. There's a lot of personal things going on right now that I kind of have to keep a beat on. So yeah, might have to split at any moment. So just so you guys are aware. What else is there? Yeah, this week has been an absolute roller coaster as far as things going on and such. But who knows? Who knows what this current week will bring? My cousin got engaged. Father-in-law's in the hospital. Sister moved out of her ex-boyfriend's place. That was oh boy, that was something yesterday, guys. Jay's not on there. That's you, Connor. That's you. That's Connor. It's not Jay. Jay's like his best friend. So anytime he sees a kid now, it's Jay. Which is absolutely adorable if you ask me, but it's also like, no, buddy, that's not your best friend. That's some random child that you're screaming at. Calm down. Oh boy. So how are you guys doing today? Little man went camping this week, and for a while he slept in the hammock with me, which was adorable.
Cha.
I don't know what that means.
Cha. Cha.
Do you know what that means? I don't know what that means. Hey, Connor, what does an owl say? Right? I'm going to call him back as well. Boop. 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 I'm not giving you any tea, Connor.
Tea.
That is tea. You're right.
Tea.
So.
Tea. Tea. Tea.
I have a lot of paperwork and stuff to do here today, at the house. But if I'm able, I'm going to be going to the shop. And not exactly sure how I'm going to work it yet, because the main purpose of doing this cable rail that I'm working on is to allow me to bring him with me, have the whole back open, and then I can shut the want some more? Okay. Have the whole back open in a safe enclosed area so that he can run around while I'm working, which will enable me to be more productive, get more days at the shop, so on and so forth. You were just happy as a lark today, little man, aren't you? I woke up to him just, because we have a baby monitor. This is his room. How's out there working? We have a, hey, it's okay. We have a baby monitor here, and so in the room I heard him just laughing and giggling to himself. I'm just waiting for the day where there's another, like a little demon voice or something in here that laughs back. That one of his, I guess, jokes. I don't know what it goes through his head when he rambles and stuff. But anyways, the purpose of the thing is to have a safe and close space for him, so I can go down there whenever I'm watching him, and get some work done. I probably can't do massive things or things that have health hazards, like spraying stain or whatever. But I could do go down there and clean, organize, work with hand tools. Want another cherry? Cherry? Because I have, guys, there are a ton of stuff. There's just so many projects that are getting ready to hit, like, now. That is just, over the next several weeks, I'm going to be a madman. Just running around with with a chicken with my head cut off. Let's see. Next week I'm going camping with my family down the Susquehanna River. With as much work as I have this summer, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the 444 club like I wanted to. Between having as much work as I have and the wife traveling, doing travel nursing, it would take me about 10 days, I think, to do the whole thing. And I don't know if I can swing that just yet. I know, but I think the first thing to do is to concentrate on getting all of these projects now banged out as fast as possible, and then see where I stand on the whole timing thing, as well as the as well as the progression of me making my own kayak. I still have to design it to a degree. Much better when he's laughing instead of screaming. Don't you think? Kids' laughter is magic. It really is. What's that one? What's that one Peter Pan quote about laughter? When the first baby laughed for the first time, the laugh broke into 1,000 pieces, and they all went skipping about, and that was the beginning of fairies. You're magical, Connor. At least your laugh is. Alright, guys, let's switch over to the let's switch over to the chat portion of this. And we can really get this ball rolling. Alright, let's do... Okay, so here's a chat. Yeah, there's a ceiling fixture. It's a lamp. It's hot. Chat portion. Hot. Yes. So let me pull up the job list for the summer, at least, so I can give you guys a rundown. No, I don't want mail. I want docs. No, I think I just want to drive. Also, the purpose of these live streams is to... It was started during the COVID quarantine as a way for me to continuously produce content very easily. Yeah. But also as a way of keeping myself sane, connecting with you guys. That is Hal. He's out there. He's cleaning up your mess, and a way of organizing my thoughts in such a manner that I can go back and look at what I need to do. So, job list. Queen size. Actually, that's king size now. King size 4-poster bed. Final payment has been done on that, and Final payment has been done. Final measurements have been done. I'm just waiting on the client to give me a height for where the finished bed needs to sit, and I can begin construction on that. I have 2 ADA ramps that are going to happen this year. You are just full of piss and vinegar today, aren't you? I have 2 ADA ramps this year that are going to kick off at different times for the sanctuary. What? Hey. 2 ADA ramps that are going to kick off at different times for the sanctuary. I have an ADA ramp and porch that's going to kick off a couple days after that. And I have a giant Jenga set. I've already made 2 of those so far, so I already have the plans. That'll be nice and easy. I have a large Connect 4 set that I need to make. I have a cornhole set I need to make, and guitar bodies. So, I mean, total profit this year so far is going to be just south of $6,000, as long as the price of lumber doesn't go up any further, because all those quotes are out and still active and good. The second ADA ramp and porch is going to obviously raise that, and so are the guitar bodies. I still need to settle up with a guy on to what designs we're going to go with, and what designs we're going to go with, as well as the quantity. But this is going to be a great year for Knightsmith, and to be honest, I couldn't have done it without you guys. Just the fact that you guys keep watching, keep subscribing, you comment on my stuff, it really helps. Do you want an orange? Dude, you woke up like an hour ago. How are you tired already? I'm already tired. Not to mention my patrons, guys, who really help support the shop. And if you guys want to support the shop, if you want to help make his life a little bit better, a little bit easier, go over to patreon.com/Knightsmith. I cannot overstate the importance of my patrons. During the pandemic, on at least 2 occasions, their support has actually made the difference of me being able to pay rent and pay for my bills or not. So even $1 a month really does make a difference in my life and his life. I mean, yeah. And now, from even just a few months ago struggling to pay rent, to having, $6,000 perspective on the future, it's a pretty big deal. At least to me, it's a big deal. Orange? Orange. I learned you never give him the whole orange. You give it to him in little pieces. If you give it to him in little pieces, he'll eat it. If you give it to him all at once, he'll eat a piece, and then you're gonna find chewed up orange all over the apartment for the next 6 days. So it really does make a big difference, guys. I mean, it seems like, you know, $1 a month, that doesn't make a big difference. But if you break it out and think about it, you know, kind of consistently, if I have, you know, what do I have? 531 subscribers. That's more than I make. That's currently being Mr. Mom. That's currently what I make in 2 weeks. You know, if all my subscribers donated $1. See what I'm saying? You pretty much ate all that. You're not going to find a million pieces chewed up on the carpet. And if several of them donated, you know, $5 or whatever, or $10 or whatever, I'd be able to completely replace my income and focus solely on raising him and working on Knightsmith, which would be, to be honest, would be a complete dream come true. But I've realized it's small baby steps. It's little things that'll get me to that point. And what is it? I'm reading this book right now, or listening to this audiobook, Atomic Habits, and the whole thing is about, you know, you don't make these monumental changes. You do a 1% change every day. And if you do 1% better every day, 1% is barely perceptible. But you do 1% better over 365 days. You're 300 times better than you were today. And I've been doing those small incremental changes for years and years and years now. And it's finally starting to grow to the point, finally starting to get to the point where things are starting to happen. And, you know, it's in large part to you guys, you know, my viewers, my watchers, people I've surrounded myself with, and it's pretty incredible. He is so getting a bath tonight. What other interesting things have been going on? Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is getting that backyard finished, so that when these projects do kick off, like that bed, I'm just waiting on a number, literally just a number, and then I can start building that. Those ADA ramps, you know, they're next, and concurrently I'm going to be building the outdoor stuff, because that's for someone's baby shower in August. Boop. No. Connor, not while we're on live. Thank you. Boop. Child, normally you're so well behaved. Please, just a wee bit longer. Can you do that for me? What does a horse say? Connor. What does the horse say? What does the dog say? That's not what the dog says. So, there's this guy I've been listening to, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the. It goes. It goes hand in hand with listening to the Atomic Habits book. His name is Bill Shaka. He was actually my macro and microeconomics professor when I went to Penn State Worthington. By the way, I'm drinking Bigelow mint tea today. Very tasty. I've been on a real tea kick recently, and it's kind of awesome. Meow. What does the kitty say? Hey, Connor. Yep, I've been on a real tea kick recently, and I don't know why. I generally I actually prefer tea to coffee. So the only times I really drink coffee is when someone's here with me that drinks coffee, like Michaela, or if I'm at the office and they just drink coffee all day. So I drink coffee all day. Left to my own devices, though, I think I would become a tea connoisseur. Well, every now and then, Irish coffee is very nice. But yeah, listening to Bill Shaka and his whole thing the other day. Let me see if I can pull it up. He does a 5-minute motivator. It's mostly based around sales and stuff, and he threw those on the ground. Lovely. He does a 5-minute motivator, which is actually a really fantastic little tidbit of information. Let me see what now. So his channel name, and you can go over there and check it out, is Biago. He pronounces it Shaka. Hey. Connor, I don't think people like listening to you scream. So it's Biago. He pronounces it Shaka. Biagio space SCIACCA. And his whole thing with the 5-minute motivator is to give you a snapshot of information in less than 5 minutes, which is really good. And the way he explains things is actually very, very down to earth and very easy to digest, which is nice. Papa's at work, buddy. So I forget which one it was now, but it was sometime last week, I believe. And his whole thing is, how do you wake up at, if you wake up at 6 o'clock every morning, how do you start waking up at 5? And, well, the short answer is you don't. If you want to wake up at 5, you might be able to wake up at 5 for a week. But then you're going to fall back into old habits. So you wake up at 5:55 for a week. Then maybe 5:45 for a week. And just chill there for a week or two. It's barely anything. It's just 5 minutes, 10 minutes early. And your body gets used to it. I think it's, now I'm thinking about it, I think it's his limitations speech. Hey. Not the high-pitched stuff. That really hurts.
Mama.
Mama's at work. She's coming home today. But you don't wake up at 5 o'clock. Connor. You don't start waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Such a brat. Boop. Boop. You wake up at, boop. But it's that 1% better. And then you wait until your body gets used to it, and then you do another 1%. And another 1%. And another 1%. Boop. So it's not like you're doing 60 weeks. Which, even if it is 60 weeks, who cares? But you can do that in 2 months, 3 months. And then you are solidly someone who will wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And that's kind of been the guiding principle behind Knightsmith. 1% better. That's actually kind of the meaning behind the tagline. A better world, one kerf at a time. A kerf is just the material, the width of the material removed by saw cut. It's tiny. But it's something that if you don't account for in your math, it can lead up to having drastic consequences.
Papa.
Mm-hmm. Papa. Boop. Like, if you're cutting a 10-foot board in half, usually a saw kerf is 1/8 of an inch. So that's really a 1/16 of an inch off each piece. That's insignificant. Out of 10 foot, a 1/16 or an 1/8 of an inch, that's nothing. But if you're cutting it into 10 pieces, or let's just, numbers easy, 8 pieces, you're making 8 cuts, so 9 pieces. That's the whole, you just removed an inch off that board of sawdust. That can be significant, especially in the more tightly things have to fit and the more precise you have to be, the more that 1% change makes a difference. So 1% change over time can make or break anything. And I've been speaking of making 1% better, 1% better, but it's kind of a double-edged sword, because you can also do 1% worse. Now, 1% worse, 1%, who cares? But it's the same thing. If you do 1% worse one day, it doesn't make a difference. It really doesn't. But if you do 1% worse every day for a year, ooh, that's gonna be bad. A lot of weight loss programs have this whole thing, 80-20. You eat well and diet and exercise 80% of the time, and then the other 20, but as long as you stick to that, you're going to get markedly better, because you're doing more good than bad. Good morning, Laura. How are you doing today? Buddy, it's Laura. You love Laura. She watched you at the shop the other day. You really want it down? Because you're not getting in my lap. You want it down. Connor, no. Buddy. It's not gonna happen. I'm the worst father ever. I've ruined his hopes and dreams. I've taken his future away from him. Because I got him out of his high chair when he wanted down. Still on, kids? Dude. He is now, half an hour ago, and even an hour and a half ago, he was super happy. He was super happy at the beginning of this. It sounds like a dinosaur call. To the point where I even read a quote from Peter Pan about happiness, because he was so laughy and giggly, and it was awesome and adorable. But I wonder if there's a quote about screaming babies as well. What was the quote? The first time the first baby laughed, it shattered into 1,000,000 pieces, or 1,000 pieces, and skittered across the ice. And that's how the first fairies were born. Well, what about the first time the first baby screamed? Oh boy. Just food for thought on that question. But yeah, so you can do incrementally bad too, and it's all about forming habits and how you're planning on doing things and what you're going to be doing. Oh, thank you. He gave me the apple chip he threw. So you can do incrementally worse as well. That's where nightmares came from. Oh yeah. And doing incrementally worse one day doesn't matter. You want to skip taking the trash out today, so you can take it out tomorrow. Who cares? It's one day. Big deal. But if that becomes a habit, pardon me, that 1% can really build up over time. So, incremental growth, doing 1% better, and that's where all of Knightsmith has been, 1% better than last time, and it's really starting to grow. Again, it's thanks to all you guys who watch me. It's thanks to it's real big thanks to my patrons, my wife, all my subscribers, everyone who writes in. And especially my clients, because they're the ones who are going to be buying $6,000 worth of stuff off me this year, at least. So that's not enough to completely replace my income, but between that and my patrons, I believe I can do it. Hopefully by next year I can have it done and have this as my full-time income, and then we can work on finalizing the design of the house and getting all that done and taken care of. And Laura, remember, I'm waiting on that final number from you, or final 2 numbers, I guess. Final height of the bed that you want and how thick the mattress is, so I can get everything taken care of for your bed. That is a hammer. That is my microphone. Let's have a little fun, shall we? Bloop. I'm playing with the tape. I guess I was wrong. Yeah, maybe he is. I don't know. Working on. I know you are. It's just one of those things that, you know, waiting on for you. So we'll have to see how things go. Wonder what the weather's going to be like today. Do you guys know? I think that'll also be a determining factor if I decide to go to the shop or not. I don't know how much work I'm going to get done if I do go down there. It might just be so he can, you know, run around, you know, outside for a little bit. But I don't know. We'll see. I have to drive, so I'm jumping off, but I hope you guys have a good morning. Thank you, Laura, and I hope you have a great morning and drive safe. Sneeze coming on. Or not. I felt like I had a sneeze coming on. That's like the worst feeling, isn't it? When you can kind of feel like you have a sneeze coming on, but it never comes. My eyes are starting to water a little bit from it. Ew. So, you guys know I'm not so good at this whole tech thing. Is there any way that I can increase my from the time that you guys submit something to the chat versus how long it actually takes for me to receive it, so I can respond to it? Because I have received a few complaints about that in the past, and I have no idea how to fix that. You should really feel tape. You should feel proud that I can actually do this whole live stream thing with any sort of reliability. Any sort of reliability. I don't ever remember hearing a train before, but I hear one now in the distance. Interesting. So, I'm not sure what today's going to bring. I know I have a lot of paperwork to do. I have work to do. I have cleaning to do. Good job, Connor. And one personal project I want to do, and I don't know how I'm going to do it exactly. Well, I know the mechanics of how I'm going to do it, but I have a pair of Canucks, and I want to clone them in leather, just because I can. But I'm not exactly sure on if I'm just going to do it, if I'm going to make a video of it, or if I'm going to... Oh, thank you. Hey, look, you can just... unfold it, and pull on it, and it straightens back out. Or if I'm just gonna, take pictures and kind of stage it. Well, there's a sticky side and there's a not sticky side. The sticky side has to go towards the piece you want to stick it to. You're okay. I know it's frustrating learning something new, but you'll get it. I promise. You're smart. Good job. Good job. Or if I'm just gonna post, pictures of it, or maybe I'll do some quick videos of me just working on a piece and explaining that, just as a kind of a one-take, unedited thing. All right, come on. Actually, you know what? Now I'm thinking about it. That's what I think I'll do. Thank you. Well, hello. I think that's what I'll do. I'll just do... Jay! That's not Jay, that's Connor. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll do one-take things and just kind of post them as I work on it. Kind of just explain what I'm doing right now. A 30-second ditty or a 2-minute clip or whatever. And just throw that up. Just unedited, just a bloop snapshot thing. And maybe that's the ticket to starting to get content out and start getting people, just sporadically watching. Just something unscripted, not scheduled, just a bloop type thing. As well as getting back to my regular scripted stuff. Well, my projects and stuff. Hey, stop. Hey! Connor, no. Connor, you can't do that. Buddy, you might have just ruined the live stream. I'm sorry. You can't do that. You cannot touch this. You cannot touch the mouse. Am I still live? I don't know. No, you can't do that. If you're going to do that, you have to either go on the high chair or go back on the ground. Buddy, you can't do that. No. No. Get mad. Go ahead. The answer's still no. I have to set up guidelines for you because I love you. I guess I'm still alive. I think so. All right, buddy?
Cha!
I don't know what that is.
Cha!
All right, if you're going to keep being like this, you got to go down. Connor. Okay. I think we're going to end it here for today. All right, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I'm sorry he wasn't as cooperative as usual. But yeah, that's a snapshot into the madness that is the swirling mess inside my mind. So, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And thank you for helping make this world better, one kerf at a time. And I'll see you next week or sporadically throughout the week. We'll see. Bye-bye.